All right, another test hit. How is it going, guys? Drew Peacock here, back with another video, and today we're changing up the Mustang setup, and I think this is going to give us the best amount of traction possible. If my calculations are correct, this is the secret to hooking and booking, gapping and smacking, clapping and yapping. Anyways, let me show you guys what we got going on. Okay, so you guys are all familiar with the Mustang by now. We have the Whipple Gen 3 Coyote making 900 plus wheel horsepower, but we've had traction issues. We have Kel-Trac front suspension, which has made a big change. We have a lot of BMR stuff as well, also made a big change. Use discount code Peacock7 for anything BMR. Anyways, me and a few of my buddies believe that the issue is the tire. Now let me explain. This tire hooks. Like, my car does hook fairly good from a 60 roll. However, I have like 150 pounds in the trunk of sand and other weights. So if we can make it hook without that, we're gonna be faster. Also, the mod we're going to do is going to just make us faster because of science. What is that mod, you might be asking? Well, I'm glad you asked, because that's the whole point of this video. That mod is a different tire, a smaller tire to be exact. Let me explain. Currently on the car is a 315/60/15. I mean, this thing it's more tire than wheel. Like, it's massive. But with that comes the car is sitting too high in the rear. So there's a few reasons why I went with this tire, but let me explain what we're switching it out to. This is what I used to have on the vehicle. These are my old 325/50/15s. And if we put them side by side, it is much shorter. It's like 2 inches shorter, which is going to sit the car more level, which is going to promote more weight transfer. And since it is shorter, we are going to have a better gear ratio advantage in the back. Now you might be asking, well, Drew, you had those 325s on in the first place. Why did you take them off and put a tire that makes you slower? Gear ratios. The only reason why I swapped them out in the first place was because I swapped out the rear gears a while back to 410s. And with 410s and my old suspension setup, I was not able to hook. It was so inconsistent, not hooking and booking, just not a good time. Now though, with my Kel-Trac suspension and my BMR suspension and potentially the weight in the rear, I think it's gonna hook and book, and we can actually take advantage of the gear ratio. Essentially throwing on this larger tire, essentially this made it so my 410 gears kind of got nullified. It kind of like, canceled it out, because we went with a shorter rear end but a taller tire, so it kind of balanced it out and didn't do a whole lot. But if we go back to this tire, we're gonna be able to take full advantage of those 410s, and it's going to potentially hook and book even faster than how it is right now. Now I know I'm having a whole yap session. I just wanted to explain what we're doing first. I also have to take my dog to the vet to get his last round of shots in about 40 minutes. So really quickly, I'm going to move the car away from the wall. We are going to start taking off the wheels, and we're gonna do this all at home. I'm going to put a tire on with no tire machine at home. How am I gonna do that? We're gonna find out. I think I've done it in the past. I don't really remember. My brain's kind of foggy, I'm not gonna lie. Anyways, let's move this car. Also, I put on my stock taillights. I don't know if I'm gonna leave them on, but I put them on because people were crying about the aftermarket ones. I was just showing you guys in a TikTok, and they've just been on ever since. So no, it doesn't mean I'm leaving them on forever. That's not like the finished look or anything, but yeah, I have them on. A lot of people want to see me get clears, like just OEM but clear, and I could maybe do it. Like, I think I could make them, but I don't know, we'll see. If you guys really want me to, I'll do it, but I don't really want to. So I'm okay with either or. Let's go ahead and pray this thing turns on. Where are my fucking keys at? If you are interested in any of the lighting options I have though, hit up Sting Lights. Go check them out. Anyways, now let's start it. Damn. There we go. E85, man, it is not the happiest of fuels. Okay, so before we do anything, let's see just how high the car is sitting in the rear. This way afterwards we can see actual results. You know, we don't just do things for show around here. This thing is sitting 29 and a quarter. 29 and a quarter. Someone write that down. Get a pen. Okay, 29 and a quarter. Let's see how much we can drop it. There's not really a good camera angle for this, but I am going to jack up the rear end so we could pop off the wheels. Easy. Now, normally I would just ooga these off, but my lugs, though, are titanium. So, gotta be a little bit more gentle. Break them loose at least. My biggest concern with this is that it won't clear my brakes or I'm gonna rub. You might be saying, well, you didn't rub before. And to that I say, I was on welds, not the ESRs. So hopefully the offset is close enough. Oh, I still have a little bit of tire life left. I thought I was cooked on these, so if this doesn't work, these will go back on. Now, let's empty the tire. I do love how these tires look though, like they are so fucking fat. Let's go ahead and drain this. Get this off without killing myself. You know that Pixar lamp? That's what I feel like. I think I got it though. Get on out. Get on out. Oh, there we go. Who said you can't change your wheels at home? Who said that? All right, I've been trying for 20 minutes. I don't think I could do it, so I'm gonna take it to my buddy's shop. We can get them off. We just can't get them on. So, yeah, I tried. It was a bitch. So I tried lubing it. I tried slamming the tire on it. I tried slamming the wheel in it. I tried with like a little screwdriver, or more like a pry bar, and nada. So I'm gonna take my dog to the vet, and then we'll go to my boy's shop. All right, we're back from the tire shop. It is way later, as you can tell, but check it out. Look what we have. We have them ready to install. Now, like I said earlier, these are about 2 inches shorter, so inch up there, inch down there. That alone is gonna lower the car about 1 inch in the rear, which is massive. But to get it lower, we're gonna go ahead and remove the spring assist thingy in there. I forgot what they're called, but pretty much, damn, there's a spider nest right there. I'm gonna get out the blowtorch first. Pretty much, in order to run these big mamma jammas, I had to put a spring assist in there, so that way the spring doesn't compress all the way. Well, we can remove that, so I'm sure some of you guys were calculating in your head thinking, well, 2 inches, that's 1 inch shorter. Where's the other inch coming from? Should come from there. Anyways, let's go ahead and knock this out. Spiders. Okay, so this is what my springs look like. These are Cobra Jet springs. There's my little spring assist. So essentially all this thing does is make it so when the spring is at rest, this little segment will not compress. If you see that. You can buy these at AutoZone. If you want to adjust your ride height without having coilovers, that's how you do it. Anyways, let me pop this sucker off and throw it back in. All right, my mic was off that whole time. This is how it looks. I'm happy yet sad at the same time. The 315s filled in like so much more of the wheel well. I mean, obviously 1 inch more. So this is just a little bit, you know, I need those 2 inches, if you know what I'm saying. I need that extra 2 inches, but this is more practical. I would prefer to have a more functional vehicle than a better looking vehicle. And this is still meaty. Like, it is undeniably still meaty. I do think if this thing squats really gnarly, it's going to rub. We'll have to see, but let's go ahead and measure it. I'm not sure if the suspension has settled fully yet. Who knows? But I measured the passenger side last time and it was, what, 29 and a quarter? So let's see how much more it dropped. It seems shorter. Oh yeah. We're at 28 1/8, so a little over an inch, and the suspension might not have settled yet. So I'm gonna pull it out, we'll go for a quick little spin, and I'll bring it back and we'll take another measurement. All right, we are going to test it. We just got onto the highway in Mexico, and a Mustang kind of did a little bit of a pull next to us, just a little baby one. So I want the tires to get a little bit of warmth in them. They haven't been, road used in years. So it's a little risky testing it like first go. So we'll just have to see. But the Mustang's kind of just doing his own thing. We'll see if he follows us, we'll give him the hit. We might have a little room. I might just get on it in third, just hit it, and we'll see if it does anything. Not the most open road, so like I said, I'm just gonna punch it and see what happens. That guy just flew past us speeding, so there can't be any cops around here. It spun. To be fair, they're cold tires. Like, I kind of expected on the first run to spin. We'll try it a little bit more up ahead. All right, we're gonna do another quick one. I just looked at the temperature. It is 49 degrees out. I don't think we're gonna hook. I don't think we're gonna hook tonight in general. We will try it out. Just a quick hit. Same thing as last time. I mean, it wasn't horrible. It wasn't the worst thing ever. I short shifted because my stupid tach doesn't read accurately. So I short shifted, but it's not horrible. It spun, but I mean, it's 49 degrees out. I kind of expect it to spin at 49 degrees. If it was a warm night, 60 degrees out, 70 degrees out, I think it would be hooking and booking, but 49, yeah, 49. I don't blame it. All right, another test hit. No, it's okay. Just a lot of drivetrain vibration. I don't know what that is. I don't think we have an issue. She was fucking eating, though. I will say, she was fucking eating. She was eating, right, Mammy? Like, that motherfucker was nom 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 nom.
Felt like tunnel vision.
Really? Yeah, that was pretty rad. I'm going to just kind of check it over really quick. Let's make sure our... No, I don't think so. Let's make sure our tires are still attached, because I wouldn't be surprised if they just flung off by how fast we were going. We were fucking flying. We were flying. Oh, we were fucking flying. All right, let's let it chill for a second, and yeah, let's just lay low, because that was that was a good one. All right, let me see if we could take a peek at them. I'm not seeing any rubbing, so that's good. No new marks on this. Looks really fresh. Under here, you could see the stripes from the road. You can see the grain in it. So yeah, we cleaned them up pretty good. They're working. The only concern is there was a lot of vibration. I mean, we were probably doing a good 60 miles an hour right there. So I expect a bit of vibration, but oh no, what happened to the door? Oh, I gotta fix that. That is gonna trigger me. Anyways, yeah, it was moving. So we're gonna chill really quick. I'm gonna check the oil and then just make sure everything is good visually, and then we'll go back. But I think honestly, the reason why it's vibrating so much is my spacers. They're not hub centric, so they're kind of just on there. So if I get some hub centric ones, I think we'll be pretty good. If there is one word to sum up that trip, that word would be promising. Now let me explain what I experienced. So the car hooked up pretty good once the tires were up to temp. Hooked up pretty good. I think it could be a little bit better, but I think that is because, well, it's really cold outside. I mean, look, you could see like the haze. It's like foggy. Anyways, the vibration, I think, is the non-hub centric spacers. So tomorrow morning, I'm gonna go to my boy's shop and see if he can order me some, and that will be squared away. And I think, if I had to guess, the reason why I'm feeling it fall off up top if I had to guess, is fuel cloggage somewhere, either my pre-filters, my actual filter, or my injectors. So I'm gonna go down the line, clean and replace everything, and then we'll know for sure if that's an issue. I'm also gonna talk with my tuner and see what he thinks, because maybe it is just the 410s just falling off up top, because I mean, that is a tall gear ratio or a short one. So yeah, we'll have to see what he says, but I'm betting fuel, which is why I didn't do any more hits after I noticed it. Because if you're having fuel issues, you don't want to play around and find out, because that's going to be a very expensive bill. Typically, when you have fuel issues, that means stuff is going to run lean, and running lean is what blows motors. So take care of your fuel systems. It is very, very important. But if that is the case, then this thing isn't even at its full potential yet. I've been racing people with this issue, and it's not even at its full potential yet, because I've noticed it, but today I like confirmed that like I'm really noticing it fall off up top. It could be a spark issue as well, but long story short, I'm noticing something's up with the car. So there's a little bit more in the tank, a little bit more giddy up that we can access once we figure out what it is. But for today, I think it was a success. The tires did hook up. The car looks like it's sitting a lot better. I know the rake and the tire was cool, but this looks a lot more low-key and a lot more natural. I mean, as low-key as this tire can, if you know what I'm saying. But yeah, overall was a success in my opinion. So hopefully you guys learned something. Hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, let me know down below. Hit subscribe, turn on the notification bell so you guys could flock to the videos with everyone else. And until next video, peace.